What's up, recruiting world? Greg Smith, President, College Promoters USA, the only athlete marketing system and college recruiting service of its kind. Back to you here. It's another one of my recruiting check-ins. This time around, we're sitting fall 2018. Listen, this time of year, a lot of what I want to talk about is definitely geared more toward the upperclassmen, especially you senior parents. I'm talking to a lot of you these days, and it's very common this time of year. I see parents get a little nervous and start getting a little worried about where they're at in the process. Things get a little quiet here these first few months of the school year, always. So I got a lot to talk about. One of the biggies I want to talk about, of course, is just where we're at this time of year here in the fall. And then, of course, too, we got early signing periods right around the corner, and then into regular national letter of intent signing dates too. I want to talk about all that and how that applies to the process, especially for you 2019 grads. And again, you parents that always get very nervous this time of year. I talk to you guys every day on this. I understand the worry, but let's understand why, all right? Let's talk on this. One, just like I talked about in these previous check-ins, especially in those summer months, you got coaches' attention then. They're out of season. The campus is freed up. That's when the recruiting process is really at its peak. That's when coaches are working the hardest to evaluate talent, to get out and see recruits and go follow the student athletes they've learned about and get to know them, invite them to camps, combines, go find them out on the AAU circuits, select baseball, whatever it might be. That's when that stuff takes place. When the school year starts back up, no different than you recruits and you families out there at the high school level. When your children go back to school, they're busier. They're not as available. And it's no different with these college coaches. When the school year starts back up, especially for fall sports, your football and your volleyball, their seasons start back up, guys. They got games to win. They got to focus on winning ball games if they want to have a job to come back and have kids to recruit the next year. They got to win when they're in season. So that's very common this time of year, especially in the football world, to see the process slow down a little. This is what I deal with 16 years running of my own time here. I see this every year where parents get very nervous right now, especially with their senior, because some of these coaches aren't as communicative as they were during the summer months. Guys, they're back in season, so know that. However, it's winding down already, right? The high school football season, the volleyball season, stuff's wrapping up. The reality too then in the college recruiting world, the same will happen on their side. As the college seasons end, the college coach is going to come much more directly back to their recruiting process. When the season is over, recruiting ramps right back up again for them, okay? Which directly relates to the other thing I want to talk about here, which is your early signing periods and then ultimately our regular national letter of intent signing dates, guys. In a couple weeks here, we're sitting at this early part of November. November 14th to the 21st this year is going to be your D1 basketball early signing period, all right? Football has its now second annual, this is the second time around for this. Football Division I now also has an early signing period. The football D1 early period runs this year from December 19th, 3 days, December 19th through the 21st. Through that period, that's when college coaches will officially be able to sign the recruits that they've all been offering, and all these kids we see up and down social media. We're gonna see a lot more Division I commits signed during this early D1 period. I really thought last year we'd see more of it, but it was new. It was the first year that the NCAA had implemented this early signing thing. So I thought we'd see a little more last year. We saw plenty, but I really think coming up here in December, you're gonna see a lot of your D1 commits sign and be done as they head into their second semester senior year. When that happens though, and again with the early basketball period too that I mentioned, November 14th to the 21st, understand when that ends and all the big D1 recruits are officially signed, be prepared, boys. That's when your D2, D3 NAIs especially are gonna come running back to the table and come find these recruits that are still available that didn't sign and didn't get picked up by the FCS or FBS D1 world. That's when you're gonna see these D2s that didn't finish. And of course though, for the larger majority of you, D2, D3 NAIs are gonna now come much more aggressively and as serious as they've ever been into the 2019 recruits that they've learned about and that they're aware of. and try to get their process finished. Because remember too, after that early period, December 19th to the 21st, the regular signing period still exists, right? Like in the football world, it's February 6th this year. So after that little 3-day period in December, nobody can sign D1, D2 until February 6th gets here. And then from February 6th and then technically to August 1st, that's when every program is going to be looking to finish up their 2019 recruits. February 6th to August 1, outside of you few D1 elite recruits out there, for the vast majority of you, February 6th to August 1 in the football world is your key date and your key period to be looking at, all right? Now in the basketball space though, I talked about November 14th to the 21st is that early period for D1. Outside of that, the regular period comes back in April, right? So that's where you're gonna see in the basketball space your D2s, but especially after that early period here coming up in a few weeks, you're gonna see the D2, D3 NAIs in that basketball world start getting more aggressive and start trying to shore up the kids that didn't sign early and go big, right? Which is the vast majority of you. I know you guys all want to play D1 ball. I get it. Keep chasing it, but understand that door is closing. That process is ending in the D1 recruiting world for all sports. The early period coming up November 14th, that's going to run for all other sports outside of football, basketball. All sports now will be able to sign their recruits starting November 14th and then any day between November 14th all the way to August 1st outside of football and basketball, which the NCAA now keeps in their own little world because those are the two big revenue sports. Outside of football, basketball from November 14th all the way to August 1, this thing's going to be wrapping up. So you need to be attacking this process. Understand why it's slowed down, you seniors and you parents of seniors. Understand why it's slowed. The coach's availability isn't there as much like it was when you had him in June. It's just the reality, but the seasons are ending, your seasons are ending. It's crucial, especially my clients. You guys do a good job, but if you haven't, you make sure and get us your updated huddle footage. Make sure volleyball players, whatever, I need the best film that you've done here in this fall season. So as we now go push for this sort of home stretch run, we need to go push back on all your contacts, but everybody you still hope to connect to, we need to go push the most recent and best representation of you on film that you possibly got. So make sure my staff has that. Again, most of my clients, you guys do good work. I reiterate this to you all the time. But for those of you not with us, whatever you're out doing on your own, you gotta make sure you're putting the best representation of your student athlete in front of these coaches and the most recent best representation of your student athletes. So you guys gotta be building the best product you can from the seasons you just played in and go push it back on all your contacts and keep trying to wake up more of them. This thing is not over. And as always for our clients, any help, anything you don't know what to do, say, how to handle, how to expect, what's gonna happen, what are they gonna ask me, what's this visit gonna be like, whatever, ask it, okay? Like I say, most of you do a good job, all right? So that's my input for you guys on why things slow here this time of year, but understand the early signing dates are coming. Things will change as these dates get here and student athletes leave the recruiting pool because they sign. The remainders of these programs are gonna come in and start shopping with what's left more aggressively than they have ever. Make sure your name is in the hat. Make sure you're involved in that process and you don't pull the plug on your process here. Finish strong, see this thing through. Most of you will be attacking and trying to finish your process well into the spring of 2019. It's just the reality for non-Division I athletes, which most of you are not. Own that, understand that, and go deploy and go finish, all right? So, you guys don't be snoozing out there. You seniors, I know you're paying your most attention now. I hope you're listening to this. I hope I've educated you a little bit. The process never sleeps, and it's important you don't take a nap either. This is it. It's crunch time. Go push, get aggressive, and any questions, any help, anything you need along the way, you don't know what to do, what to say, or what's gonna happen, or how to handle something, whatever it is, we do know, and that's why we're in your corner. But for those of you that I've still yet to meet, or my crew anywhere in this country has had a chance to speak with, any help we can be, guys, please leave your questions in the comments below. I don't care. My crew, myself even, I'll jump in. We'll answer any questions. You guys holler at us from any outlet you wish. DM us on Instagram, to call us directly, come walking in the front door here, whatever it is, guys. We're here to help. We've been doing this for 21 years. We're going on 22. March is coming again. This is my 16th year in it. I got the best staff in the entire country that helps make this happen, and we deliver the best athlete marketing and college recruiting service and system that there is in this country. But at the end of the day, it's got to be done together. This is something we do with you. So I hope you're all deploying out there. Communicate, ask questions, follow direction, and you'll win. So that's it from here, guys. We got Thanksgiving around the bend right here. We got holidays coming. Christmas is on its way. Things are gonna stay hectic. It won't change, but stay in it, stay focused, ask questions, follow direction, and we'll go get this thing done. Greg Smith signing off. Thanks for tuning in. College Promoters USA. Be invited, be evaluated, be recruited. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you.